Flutterby, how are you doing, Flutterby? How are you, lady? Good to see you. Thank you for the heartbeat. Appreciate you, Cam. Severed Art. Spurs. The family's all here. Laura. The boss is in the house. Man, it's like a reunion. We got Severed and Laura and Spurs and Kim and Haley Beth. Haley Beth's here, y'all. Haley Beth's here. Ashman. The Ashman Glendale, in case you were wondering.
Hey there.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
Good, man. See if I can get this right.
Hello.
There's that lady again.
There we go.
How are you, Haley Beth?
I'm good.
Don't you have an event coming up with our friend Mondo?
Yep.
When is that, Miss Haley?
Saturday at 7 o'clock Arizona time, 10 o'clock my time.
Nice.
7 o'clock Arizona time, because they do what they want. And 10 o'clock your time, Haley? And you're going to be doing a lesson. Hey, Rachel.
And then Sunday is a big celebration for me. I've been 2 years as a business owner.
All right. 2 years as a business owner. And you're going to do on Saturday, you're going to do the thing you're going to be doing is a lesson with Mondo, right? Doing some watercolor art.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. Now, should I give you the business? Because it's 9:01 and we hadn't started yet. And you're usually giving me the business if we're not starting at exactly 9 o'clock. What's up, Mr. Coleman? Hey, Jason. Haley, are you ready? Or have you prepared? I know that you didn't want to do this one today. You said you didn't really care for this guy, but
I heard that the guest is friends with another friend of mine.
Oh no. Uh-oh. We could be in trouble here, Ashman. All right, Haley, we might as well get... Go ahead. Get it started,
I heard
Haley.
it
Do
from
your
a
thing.
little birdie, and I'm going to get this show on. Okay.
You heard it from a little birdie, and you're going to get this show on the road. I like that. Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready. Hi. Welcome to the Ginn Project Show. My name is Haley Beth, and I'm the owner of Haley Dot. I'm a diamond dot artist. I have a show every Friday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, the featured artist is Vertabraeker. Let's start the show, Ginn.
I'm ready. I wasn't doing nothing. Thank you, Haley. Good job, Haley. Good job, little sis. Appreciate you. Always enjoy having her on. Aaron Hammonds. There's that man, our friend Aaron Hammond. I can't even fake it, man. His voice just sounds cool, man. He just sounds like the other side of the pillow, don't he? Mr. Hammond's just cool. Hey, Stitch Woman, Severed Art, Jason Woodworker. We got them all in here. What you got going on there, my brother? How are you?
I'm holding it together. I'm good.
Have you slept since I saw you last? At all?
Sure. Yeah.
Liar. All right. All right. Y'all, the fast man gets up and wanders off. It's because he's suffering from sleep deprivation. Don't hold it against him. He may just zombie out on us. He has hey, Vertabraeker, what's up, man? He has a really good Ashman's Basics coming up for y'all this afternoon if you will hang around for that after we have Vertabraeker on here. And I've been doing some research. I got a bone to pick with that dude, that Vertabraeker fellow.
All right.
Better watch out, Vertabraeker. I'm on to you. What's up, Moose? How you doing, man? I better watch out, actually. Real Goopy Goop is in here. Vertabraeker said, bring it on. It'll be both of us from the hospital beds. 2 old geriatrics going at it. I love it. Yeah, man. So I don't know what you've been doing lately, but I enjoy your show on Thursday nights. I know you've been doing that. Tell us a little bit about that, Mr. Ashman from Glendale, before you zombie out on us.
Well, basically, it's a show where you guys are the co-host. You're more than just the chat. I want you guys to come up, talk, hang out for a bit. I want to pick your brains, have fun, that sort of thing. So that's like a
brains. He wants to pick your brains. I told you he was going to zombie out.
Oh yeah,
I told you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brains.
So it's about 30 minutes to 50 minutes. It depends on when we feel like we're running out of steam. So
it depends on if Eve's there or not, really.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes us 10 minutes to get things unwound if Eve's there. She gets everybody all worked up.
She does.
Goes out in the crowd, gets them fighting and stuff. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Man, we got my buddy Moose in here, Ash, man.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? Hey, Rachel. How you doing, lady? And Spurs, man. Spurs is up in here.
Nice.
So you might notice behind me some foliage. Hey, Rob, what's happening? My wife and I went yesterday down to Henderson, just out, actually Flat Rock, North Carolina. And we saw Rural Gardens again, like we did last year. And we brought back some little trees, and we're going to try again. Remember the one he gave me last year? I killed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So I got
I wasn't
some
to say anything, but
I'll go ahead.
Took a
I'll go ahead and tell you. It didn't work out too great. So we got some cool little ones here. Pretty awesome. This is the juniper that I got to replace the one that I didn't make it. It is not the exact same species, but according to the man himself, it is very, very close. It's like adjacent species. Nice. So that's going to be the little bonsai juniper that we do. This is a hemlock, but it's got cool little light colored tips on all of its limbs. And around here, I live in a pretty wide, vast forest, and it was the chestnut forest before the chestnut blight in the early 1900s, and now woolly adilgids are killing all the hemlocks up here. So I'm going to do a little hemlock, and it's going to be like fanned out. It's going to be cool.
Oh, nice.
But that's a little kind of it's called Betty Rose, but it's a little funky little hemlock. Now this one we're going to plant out in our front yard to go along with another plant we have out there. But look at that cool little guy. Isn't that amazing? Oh, yeah. So this is like the one, for anybody that's ever seen it, the one I've had for like 20 years that's right outside my porch that almost looks like a globe. It's just been trimmed into like a circle, but it's very similar. But this one's going to go out front. This is called a firefall maple. Oh, wow. And I don't know if it shows up on there how sweeping it is, but it's really cool, man.
It does.
I dig it. And these are my personal favorite. These are Mikawa Yatsubusa maple trees. They're actual Japanese maples. Nice. And I'm going to bonsai this one, so all these little guys will be gone, of course. And trim it up a little bit. And then here is just a bigger version, and it looks like something else.
Yeah.
But I like the way it's growing on this angle, and I'm gonna wire it to where it keeps going out. So it's gonna go over, it's gonna go up and over and then up again, kind of thing. We'll just accentuate that bend and keep it going down and down over the years. So anyway, I'm excited. What I would like to figure out, though, maybe we can crowd source or whatever they call this. I would like to figure out how to incorporate some of these into our wall. But remember, I got to be able to take them down to water them, and I got to be able to take them out for sunshine because we're in a basement. Now, I do have some grow lights that I could use to... I used to grow daddle peppers for y'all that are thinking bad things.
Yeah,
I used to make daddle pepper jelly from scratch, and we literally grew daddle peppers in our basement. I kid you not. True story. I got pictures. And whatever else was mixed in there might have been mixed in there, but I made daddle pepper jelly with the daddle peppers.
There you go. There you go.
But so I was thinking maybe rig up a couple little lights that gave them some of the kind of light that would feed them, and then but I thought it would be cool. Now this big red one is going to go in our front yard, but these other four, I don't know. I was thinking maybe build a little shelf with and then like put the bottom of a pot in it so that water wouldn't leak through or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then have rocks in the bottom of or something so it's got some space, you know, with your bonsai soil and all of that. Hey Warren, what's going on? So that's what I did this weekend, man. I went we drove over to Flat Rock, North Carolina is where Mr. Maples is. And if you get a chance, I don't work for them. They don't give me anything. I paid for everything behind me. And I paid for this hat. But anybody that's interested, I've heard people over the past couple years since Rule's been coming on, asking about does he ship? Because they see his. Well, where he works, they do. So if you're ever checking out Rules live and you get inspired and you would like to get a little maple, they got all kinds of stuff though. Go check out the website. It's conifers also and dogwoods and lots of other stuff. But it's mrmaple.com. That's right, Laura. Thank you. And man, this is the second year we've gotten to go, and it's really cool, man, because it's something close that we can drive to in less than an hour. And hey, Mo, how you doing? And man, it's grown a lot. They've added, you know, they've been able to add greenhouses that are full, and there was a bunch of people out there. It was raining and the weather was gross, but there's still a bunch of people out there. And I just want to tell y'all this for the folks that are in here. Every person that we talked to, the same thing happened last year now, but every person that we talked to when we brought up Brian's name, his real name is Brian. We call him Rule Gardens. But whenever we brought up his name, Fish's Foe, what's up, brother? People just lit up, man. They absolutely love that guy out there.
He's a good dude.
From the boss all the way to people they just hired recently for this event, they love him, man. So anyway, there's a little plug for Rule Gardens wherever you are. He's probably sleeping right now because he's been working really late, and he gets up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to go. So anyway, if y'all happen to see Rule Gardens, give him a pat on the back because he does a hell of a job in his real life job, and he's a good dude, and it was a lot of fun getting to see him. We are going to have him on here again soon. We just got to let the busy season slow down for Rule so we can get him back on here. But we're going to have him as a guest on here again, so do not fear. For those that have been requesting, he will be back. What's up, Casey? You like when the Rule Garden video pops in your feed? Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
So, Ash, do you know anything about this guy that's coming on tonight?
Never heard of him. Never saw him.
You know,
a lot of people say he's known, but you know, no, he's a great dude. Very supportive, good artist.
Do go on.
Amazing guy, man. He's really
Hey,
cool.
Thumper the drummer.
He's got a great sense of humor too. So, yeah,
man.
Vertabraeker. Whenever he comes through, it's great.
He's definitely got a sense of humor, man. That dude. And I found out some stuff I didn't know about him. And yeah, I mean, I didn't know a lot about the dude. He's just another guy on here. I thought was a pretty nice dude. I never had a beef, you know. Got a beef with him now, though. It's gonna be all right, though. We're gonna work it out. It's generational. It's generational.
Oh, okay.
It's some of that generational stuff.
All right.
Back when he was doing. So, man, you know, I look forward to having him on tonight. And there was another fellow named Mike that saw Vinn's story, Vertabraeker's story, and took it upon himself to come up with a concept where artists out there on this platform that have, you're right, Laura, that have the extra resources or extra materials could print out some of Vertabraeker's work, send them to Vertabraeker, and then have those available for sale. MC, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Yes, art by Plopless. Man, I'm messing that up, I'm sure. But he's one of those cats out there, man. He said that he saw Vertabraeker on this show and started a whole thing, man. So we're going to talk, hey, Dragon Warrior. So we're going to talk a little bit about that this evening. We're going to talk some about Vertabraeker. We're going to talk about this grudge I have with him that he don't even know about. Hey, Diane. But we're going to tell him about it tonight. Let me let you know. I got it all printed out and everything right here. So Lucky's in the chat down there.
Should I do my best Michael Buffer?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that the guy?
in this corner, the Ginn Project. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, yes. Spurs has got the time bell. We got this thing covered.
There we go.
It's going to be the great hospital bash. Hey, Mama Cindy Bear, good to see you. Good to see you. So it should be a lot of fun tonight. We got a Vertabraeker coming in here, and here's the thing. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit, Ash, and you can attest to this. Part of the reason we're kidding around, hey, Can Do, thank you, Can Do. Part of the reason we're kidding around is because it's really tough to do what Vertabraeker's doing tonight. It is really, really difficult to reach out to folks. And I can understand, man. I mean, I would argue that me and Ash are pretty tight. But even us, it's hard to like, even for us, man, we try to just swallow that shit and keep moving, right? Yeah. It's like ingrained, like you can't, like before you know it, it's a week later and you just been grinding. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So one of the things I really love about this community that we have of folks on here is they're from all walks of life, all different places, all different mindsets, all different things. One thing they agree on is that we have to kind of look out for each other in this world the best we can. And at a minimum, first do no harm, right? Don't hurt people. Hey, Ace, what's going on? So I'm really proud of Vertabraeker, for lack of a better word, for coming on and being willing to talk to us about what he's got going on and all that, because he's been through a lot. Hey, Outlaw, he's been through a hell of a lot, and I don't know, man. We're all like that. Human beings are like that. It's just tough to ask for a hand now and then, and that's why we're here. That's why we do this show, is because we hope to be kind of a resource, hey Kira, or a place that folks can come and we can learn about them, what their journey is. It usually almost always has something to do with art of some sort, whether that be music or poetry or clay or crochet or whatever. And there's just amazing people, and there's some we might see every 6 months. There's some we see every time we go on, and they're all fantastic people. But that's why we do this, or that's why I do this, this show particularly, because we have managed to stumble around over the past couple of years and help out a little bit here and there. We can't fix all problems, but instead of 3 meals, you might get 2 meals that week. But we try, we do what we can. And I'm really proud of all the people in this community that show up time after time after time for stuff like this. So thank you everybody for being here. I didn't do any lives at all this week. I had other stuff going on, and the weather was terrible, so I couldn't go out and mill. And well, we had other stuff going on too. But at any rate, Ash, what do you think about just the general idea of reaching out or asking for help or just, that kind of thing?
Well, it's hard. It's hard to do. I think our generation grew up, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, which is a ridiculous saying to begin with. It was supposed to be a joke because you can't do that. So a lot of us grew up not feeling like we could ask. And I think that's a shame because something like this kind of community where we do have so many people willing to help, it would just go further if people were just a little more open about needing help. So I get that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's and the other thing about it is there's a huge need. There's a lot of people that are hurting, right? There's a lot. So a lot of people make judgments about folks too quick, right? There's a lot of folks that are in bad situations that got there honestly, usually by working hard and sacrificing and doing all the things they tell us we're supposed to do to have a decent life. And your back ends up wrecked, and your knees and your body and all the rest of it. And the less money you have, the less resources you have to fix those kind of things or get help with those sort of things. And it can really snowball, right? Medical bills can quickly get out of hand because there is nothing governing them anymore. They charge what they want. I've been fighting with them for a year. I know. I just got a check for $40 and some change after a year and something.
Oh, wow.
But hey, I got a check.
You got a check. That's all you can ask. Yeah.
It is a really difficult thing to do. I am much better at asking folks to help other people than I am to help myself.
Me too.
What I've tried to do is find those people. Yes, Kira, we're all one bill from having none. What I've tried to do in my life is find those people that when I really know I need it, I can actually reach out to, and I know that they'll be there, and then I'm good. When that time arises, I make a call, and it works out. There's somebody always on the other end. So at any rate, if you are out there and you're struggling, you're not the only one. And when you go on this platform and other social media platforms, oftentimes what you see is the best presentation of what people have. It isn't their life all of the time. Just as a friendly reminder, right?
Curated.
Even when I come on, we have conversations about this. You try to be in the right headspace. You try, like you and I, if we're not in the right headspace to deal with a wide range of issues, then we don't go live, right? Because anything can happen, and it has. So you see it in all different. Hey, Susan, you see it in all different forms. But the reality is that on here everybody kind of shows you the best of themselves, and it isn't as always as rosy as it seems. And it is very human to need help. It is okay. Hey, Namaho, we have all needed help. I am where I am because people related to me and not related to me took the time to help me out. Whether that's people that taught me when I was learning to bag groceries, or learning to bartend, or learning to fix jets, or whatever else I was trying to learn how to do. There was somebody out there that took the time to teach me. So at any rate, that's what I think about that. Hey, Flex, what's up, man?
Hey, Flex.
Speaking of good dudes, hey, Allie, what's going on? There's another good one right there. There's another good one. Good to see you, Flex. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. So Ash, we got this Vertabraeker guy coming on tonight, man, and I did receive this image.
Sad.
He was taken again by the hospital authorities, and he's got this ongoing battle with them. They keep scooping him up, doing surgery on him, and all kinds of stuff, and he keeps us.
It reminds me of a song, though. Do you think you could sing it?
In the arms of an angel.
Beautiful.
I don't know any more of the words, but
There you go.
Sarah McLaughlin, don't sue me. Please don't sue me, Sarah. That's what I thought of when I saw that picture. I needed on a milk carton. Poor guy. Just look at him. Just look at him. Poor fellow. So we might bring him up a minute or two before we normally would, because we don't want to run long, because we got a Ashman deal this evening, and I look forward to those. I don't really care about this guy. I like what Ashman's got going on. But wait a minute. I mean, this next guy that's coming on is
yeah, he's amazing and blah blah blah.
so he was in a band called Crimson, and it's not spelled the way you would think, so don't bother looking it up.
All right. Of course it wasn't.
Hey, Joe. But he did that. But he also can we send him up before I start this? Hey Z, could y'all just send him up, please? Because this first part's probably going to be uncomfortable. And Ash, we're going to have to come up with some content if this goes the way I think it could possibly go.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey,
there he is.
I'm from an undisclosed location. I managed to escape today. So I don't want anyone to know where I'm at. I picked up some random kid. I don't know who he is. So if you hear eating in the background, I fed him. It's like one of those cats from Sarah McLaughlin.
So for those that don't know, not only was he in a band, but I got a whole list of accomplishments to read here, and it's going to take just a second. So I hope y'all will bear with me.
Hello, everybody.
He's the NEWA Cruiserweight Champion, the 4-time NEWA Tag Team Champion, the 3-time UCWA Lightweight Champion, the UCW United States Champion, the UCW Tag Team Champion, the UCW Hardcore Champion, the Chaotic Tag Team Champion, 2-time Chaotic Heavyweight Champion, 3-time NCW Tag Team Champion, PLW Heavyweight Champion, PLW New England Champion, 2-time PLW Tag Team Champion. Oh, there's plenty fucking more, y'all. Just hold on. 5-time EWA Tag Team Champion, 3-time PWF Tag Team Champion, 2-time PWF Northeast Tag Team Champion, 2-time Yankee Pro Tag Team Champion, 4-time SCCW Tag Team Champion, 2-time NCW Tag Team Champion, and 1-time Northwest Florida Cantonment Championship, which was in a tournament. I don't know if you're going to remember this, and this is the bone that I have to pick with you, sir. You came down to Northwest Florida for the Gulf Coast Bash, and in that finals, you wrestled a man called the Cantonment Stomper. And when you did your signature move and came off the top rope and flipped over backwards, you kicked him in his eyeball and it popped out and landed on the side of the stage. Well, that man was my uncle, and I'll have you know, because you kicked his eye out, we all ended up living in a trailer park behind the paper mill. Because when they put his eye back in, it always pointed to the right. So when he went to school, they always thought he was cheating, so they kicked him out of school. So thanks a lot, Vertabraeker. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. You ruined my life. You ruined my life.
I'm glad I could help. At least the medical expenses were covered. I mean, there's that at least.
This is true. You were good for that, man. I do appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I don't know what move that was, man, but you kicked my uncle's eye right out of his eye socket.
And that was the vertical reverse forward dippity doo.
The dippity doo. That was it. That was it. The dippity doo, man. I don't understand it, but it worked, man. If you ever get to see that footage, y'all, his eye popped out of his head, bounced a couple times, and landed in the crowd. Some little old lady had to wipe it off and give it back to him.
But I was looking out for you because I know you went on a lot of road trips with him. So by doing that, he could watch the road and read the map at the same time.
It didn't matter how much he had to drink.
Yeah.
He always drove straight.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. He could drink however much. He always drove straight. That was my Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred, I miss you, man. You're a good one. Uncle Fred, I miss you, man. You're a good one. So Vertabraeker, it's good to see you, man. This was your condition yesterday.
Yes. Last night.
Can I just say you don't look much better?
No. I was going for the improvements. It just didn't work out, man. I was trying.
I thought you would have some sun since you escaped on a pontoon boat.
I was going in for plastic surgery, but apparently they heard sedate his ass in a hurry instead.
There you go.
I've had that happen too, sir. Well, if it's okay with you, I would like to let bygones be bygones. I don't think I should hold a grudge on you for kicking my deceased uncle's eyeball out, man. I just can't hold it against you. I like you, man.
You caught me on a good night. I told the hospital staff I was coming here, and that's why I had to escape. And because of that grudge, I made sure they sedated me, so I was a little more laid back. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I did send a little care package to the doc. Hey, man, every angle. Right? I ain't trying to get my head kicked in.
Well, it's like Julie said in the comments, too. I'm addicted to the hospital gowns, man. There's just one for every season.
I think you love them Spider-Man slippers. I got a drawer full of them, man.
Man. If they go back and look at the cameras, they see what I did with those, and no, you youngsters, not the leaving it around in a crunchy style way. Don't think that. No, I was trying to escape with them.
You got out of there, though, man.
I got out. I stole that boat, and like I said in the video, I put a bucket of water around its propeller and drove it home.
I love it, man.
But somehow
it looked like a bubble gum bucket.
Listening, this is the kid I picked up. I don't know who he is, so if any of you know him or know his parents, please have them get in touch with someone that's not me.
Heard that. Anybody wants to know what my hair looked like when I was little, it looked just like that. Not quite as blonde, but a little more red, but just about like that. Well, all right, so I'll be sure to be careful with the language and keep it PG-13.
Oh, no, he's no, you don't need to do with him. His father's as bad as me. Well, not quite as bad. But.
Well, we do have Eve's artistry in here. So, man, look, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate you coming on. Like I was talking about a little bit, man, let's just peel the scab off right on the front end so we can have a little fun, man. Right. This is uncomfortable for you, and I'm sorry for that, man. I know it sucks, but we're going to try to have a good time, and you really shouldn't feel bad, though. I know you do. We talked about it, and I know it. But that's why we do this, man. And hopefully we can rally some folks over the course of time. And at a minimum, maybe get our hands on some art supplies and some stuff like that. And then, see what we can do from there. So Vertabraeker, start us out, man. I was kidding around a lot. All of that stuff up until the very last thing I said about the Northwest Florida or whatever, all of that other stuff I read was real. Like Vertabraeker had a 20-year pro wrestling career. So he's taken some knocks, to say the least. To say the least. And he also was in a band for some years. So the reason I bring those up is one is all the knocks you're going to take pro wrestling, and two, um, you've been working your butt off your whole life,
Yeah, pretty much. It's been a
and
nonstop.
and you've done a whole lot of good for other folks along that journey, man. So let's not get it twisted. You're not some guy that's never done anything for anybody else. Part of the way that I know your name is because of your sense of humor and your journey and the fact that you're kind to people and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, man, just start us at the beginning. I'm gonna give Ashman a couple minutes to insult you, and then and then we'll start at the beginning, man. You just kind of tell us who you are, how you got started for those that don't know, and then your art journey. Ashman, you got any thoughts on this guy?
Oh yeah,
This
dude.
guy?
Ever since he showed up
that-
in my chat, I'm just like, who is this dude?
That's a common
question.
theme.
You're always there, man. You're supportive. I love you, man. And your sense of
back
humor
at you.
just kills me. So, we need more of that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. We need a whole lot more humor. I mean, my sense of humor kills you. Sometimes it also kills my views, but that's a whole story.
Mine too. Mine too. Hey, Austin.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead, buddy.
Seriously, thank you guys for having me up here. I just anyone who knows me, I don't like talking about the things going on and where I'm at, and don't like putting myself in spotlight. I have not liked being on camera since I stopped wrestling. So, but yeah, all that stuff started. I got one gift from my biological father in my life, and that was a genetic disorder with the hip back when I was 11, where it's called a slipped capital epiphysis, and it's there's a growth plate on your femur where the ball and socket is, and what basically or essentially happens is everything separates. The ball tries to come out of the joint, and the femur tries to go into the joint. Basically, yeah, it's painful, and it took them. I was about a week away from losing my leg because all the pain was in my knee instead of my hip. So they basically put you in traction, line everything back up, and they put screws in to hold everything in place. And 3 years later, they took them out. Unfortunately for me, that caused the growth plate to seal early. The femoral head widened up, the joint narrowed, and I couldn't play any sports because of it. Doctors wouldn't clear me, said it was too dangerous. So being the genius that I am, I decided to become a professional wrestler instead because I didn't need a doctor's note to get in there. During this time, after the age 14, I was wrestling and went to Philadelphia to pursue college for art, and kind of got jaded with it there because I don't even like to sound this way. I know I'm good, but I try to stay humble. I try to stay humble about it. And back then, I mean, I was better than some of the instructors I had, and I go to college and I can't get scholarships, having trouble with the student loans. And I'm watching, the rich kids come in. They're just there because their parents are making them go to college. They can't draw. Watching people come in on scholarships who couldn't draw. And I have a guidance counselor who's breaking rules by paying me out of his pocket to tutor them. So I got super jaded and threw the pencils down and didn't touch them for about 20 years. Maybe a little bit longer until I had my daughter. And she started with art. And mom, anytime she asked mom questions, mom said, "Go see dad." And kind of got me drawing again. But along that, at about age 34, I had my first hip replacement. Just osteoarthritis, necrosis, all that stuff, the years of wrestling and the surgeries, and it got infected. And like doctors do these days, they passed me from doctor to doctor for about a year until I left Rhode Island, moved to Maine, collapsed the first day there. And from that point, I had 13 more of my surgeries. That was up until December 2015. And at that point, everything seemed good. Moved out to Kansas, became a CNA for a while. And then it got to the point the leg was hurting bad, and I was worried whether I was going to fall and take a resident with me or the resident was going to fall. So ended up going on disability, and with the prompting and urging of a couple friends and me getting bored as well, about 2 years ago, I gave away everything I had. I furnished homes for, there was a mother with kids that needed things, and an elderly gentleman who needed a bedroom set and stuff. I gave things away. My vehicle I gave away to my friend Connie, and some people on here know her, Irish Connie. She's my best friend in the entire world. She was 75. She passed last July from her battle with cancer, but I left the vehicle with her family so they could get where they needed to go. And I went to Indiana to get a CDL license. Things kind of going along well. This was just last year. Started driving truck, seeing the country, and made some videos about it. Got to take my daughter all over with me, and that was amazing. And then this past December, for no reason, after 10 years, I felt like a blister on the scar from the surgeries, because they go in through the same area over and over. And didn't think anything of it till I got home and went into the restroom, and it burst, and pus and blood and all those things in there. Went to the doctor, and the thing that I did not want to happen happened. The infection decided to come out of its remission state and wake up. And since January of this year now, I've had 3 more surgeries. Been in the hospital for 7 stays. I've spent over half this year so far in the hospital. They don't know what's going to go on with that. I went from finally making a living and spoiling my daughter the way I wanted to the end of that program, and I've gone from making $6,000-$7,000 a month back to $900 a month to live on for my daughter and I. And yeah, it's the plan was to come here where I'm at and just stay with a friend for a while, and we were going to do things and move on out and go on up, and then things happened with him, and that's his son that you saw. That's my nephew Hunter. I call him my nephew. Right on. And we were supposed to move on, and then all this happened, and it's all those feelings start creeping in again. Feeling like a failure as a dad and a father and a husband, brother, son, friend, and trying not to back away like I would before, because I promised my daughter I wouldn't shut down. And it just looking at things where if she wants a set of pencils or something, I can't get it for her, or things like that. It just hurts. But the good news through that is I did not know up until about a year and a half ago that I was also battling cancer at the same time. Found out it had been there for a while. I was battling prostate cancer, and I found out a few weeks ago that did go into remission. So got a good thing going on there with that. But yeah,
Yes.
it's like what little I have left is at a friend's house in Kansas, and she's losing her house. So I'm in art that I have done, sentimental things with my daughter and I, just very few things. My art table and things are stuck in Kansas, and I can't get them. And I'm kind of here now. I mean, I'm in a good place with my friend and his family, and my daughter's here. But yeah, I've got like a backpack full of clothes. I don't even have a full sketchbook anymore, and just a couple pencils. So it's just like trying to fight and not to fall into the depression. Sorry.
No, man.
Trying to not to fall back into that, and to find a way out and to keep fighting. It seems a little bit harder every time. I know that people say people will say, sometimes with depression, moving the sheet off you to get up feels like 1,000 pounds. Well, moving that sheet to get up when you got a leg that doesn't want to cooperate either, and it's a rough task. But I got a little girl in there in the other room sitting over there. That's my legacy. How I raised her and the effect that she has on the world is what's important. But yeah, it'd be nice to have.
Is she into art? Is your daughter?
She's in the other room. Oh yeah, she's good, man. She's 18, and I keep telling her all the time she is so much better than I was at her age. And she tries to compare us now, and even now comparing us, I think she's better than me. But she is so damn. And she doesn't. What takes me 19 hours, 20 hours, she does in like 3 or 4.
Nice.
So she's so good. And yeah, as Laura said, she's amazing. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's not over yet. Now I'm at the point where my escape today, I have options, and I don't know how many of them are feasible because of the bone density there now is so low. They're talking possibly another 2-stage revision, which after the other ones, they're not sure if that's even going to work. Replacing the femur fully, which there's only like 2 inches of femur left there. Everything from 2 inches above my knee into the hip itself is titanium. And the other options, the other check, there's antibiotic suppression, hoping that works, or there's just full amputation from the hip joint down. So That's kind of where that's at, and kind of why I keep my humor the way I do, because it's a coping mechanism. And you mentioned that you've seen and heard that I help other people, and that's also a coping mechanism. I help someone else out. It lets me forget about my crap for a while.
Roger that. Well, man, like I said, I appreciate you being willing to come on, and it takes some courage to come up here and have a conversation about something so heavy, man. So thank you again for being here. Let's start at the beginning. In my opinion, I mentioned it earlier. There's a fellow named Mike.
Mike, yes. Mike, sorry.
And you'll probably do much better job of explaining that than I did. But I really love the concept, and furthermore, I love the fact this dude took initiative, saw a need, and saw a need and did something about it. So
he's kind of like me when I was with when you had Aaron on. Aaron wanted me to come up, and Aaron did everything himself. I don't want to be part of the spotlight. That's his moment. And I mentioned this to Mike, and it was the same thing with him. But he saw me briefly when I was on the show last week, and he said he normally doesn't stay for shows, or he goes through and just watches. But for some reason, he stayed and watched, and he saw me, and he said he felt the need to help. And he was talking about Prince, and he mentioned it in your live. He said to get in touch with him. So I did, and he said, send me 4 or 5 pieces of work. I'll clean them up. I can make you 5 or 10 prints and send them out. And what he ended up doing instead, he asked me what's happened in my life and what's been going on to get where I'm at, what I do and don't have. And he made a video, same thing, hey, if there are other artists, reach out to him, see if he can send you the work, send him some prints. Or he asked me what supplies I normally like to use. And he put a video out telling the story, putting the artwork in there, and listing some of the supplies. He made a point that I have a link tree that has all that stuff in it, and but he doesn't want the publicity. He said it's all about artists helping artists, keeping the community going and lifting each other up, and I absolutely love that. And that's what I try to do in the background and kind of keep it quiet. But yeah, he just out of the blue. I've never, up until that night, I'd never seen him, never heard of him, and he just reached out, and he said he wanted to see what he could do because he felt like he needed help.
That's fantastic, man. So there is a list that you can go find in Vertabraeker's profile.
Yes.
But can we just throw out a couple? I mean, we're talking about some simple stuff here. Do you mind throwing out a few of the items that's on that list?
Just simple pencils, sketch pads, colored pencils, liners, and just a simple drawing board would be one of the bigger helps, because it's kind of cramped here and not much space to do anything. And because of the hip, I have to be in certain positions when I draw. So yeah, it's just things like that. I mean, I've got a list of stuff on my Amazon list. Yeah, something like that.
Is this a drawing board?
Yep.
That's
a drawing board.
That'd be one of the things that's listed on the my wish list through the Linktree thing there. Yeah.
I'll send you this one. How about that? I'll send you this one.
Thank you. This is the hard part. This is the hard part for me. The help coming in.
It's old. That's an old one.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just got character. Like the rest of us old things. It's got character.
Yeah.
It's real old.
I got a lot of character.
Right on. Okay, so drawing board, check.
There you go.
What else you got on your list there that we need to come up with?
Yeah, it's just, like I said, basic pencil sets. My Tombow eraser somehow managed to disappear.
Tombow eraser?
Tombow micro eraser. I don't know if you guys heard of them.
The thing is about those things, I have 3 right in front of me somewhere.
Tombow erasers?
I've got one somewhere. I've got a refill kit I could go and get right now, but I can't tell you where the thing itself is.
Exactly, same thing.
But this is all stuff, and I like we've mentioned many times, I hate asking for help. But if you go to the link tree on my page under the bio and the Amazon wish list, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. And ignore the expensive things, because that's not. I don't even like asking people for an eraser, let alone other things. But.
Erasers and pencil sets, man. Those are like
those are like that, and the paper. I think I've got like 4 pages left in my sketch pad.
Oh, dude, yeah.
and one now. I mean, I can show just real quick. I don't have really any of my artwork anymore because I've either sold or gotten rid of it. But let's see how this
get
camera
that.
works here. Nope, we want the camera on. We just want it that way. I don't know how the view will be, but for
Look at
we got
that,
going,
man.
this is
Freaking amazing.
this is the piece that's going now.
This dude needs more paper. This dude needs more pencils.
This is on just regular old rag sketch paper. So it's
Yeah, I know. That's
and
what I
then-
mean. You need like
and then to show myself again, I still have that print signed and framed.
that's amazing.
Just looking for a home. It's an 11 by 14 with the 8 by 10 piece inside it,
So cool, man.
and then the piece that's being
I
worked
can't
on.
wait to see that one finished.
Yeah, I guess
Man.
it's getting the space and everything to do. It's the
I
issue.
know.
So
Yeah.
let's turn this back around. God, I've been off TikTok so long, I've forgotten how to do everything in here.
I don't remember, and
guys.
I'm on here a lot.
But right, but that print alone, $80. So all I'm asking, that includes shipping.
Nice.
Trying to do what I can to get things and survive. I'm trying to find a way to get back to Kansas and get my stuff. But with the surgeries right now, I just got a bill in today after I got home. I'm about $750,000 in debt just from this year, and that's with having insurance.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
it's just yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get healthy or stay healthy.
Yeah.
So sketch pads. You were talking about a sketch pad. Do you have one of those, Ash? Around anywhere you could hold up? Like what is you? Are you talking
Do I
about
have
like
a sketch pad somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the kind he's talking about, I mean.
One second, let me switch the camera over.
I've
Nice to
got,
see the print.
Sorry,
again.
Ash. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot, buddy. I just
no. I just mean I've got them everywhere.
Okay.
yeah, that kind. I just wanted to make sure it was the
Like
right kind.
spiral
Here's the print.
bound.
Here's the print again.
Oh man, I love that print. I love it. I love it.
Show some of the detail off.
So this stuff is for quick drawing, that sort of thing. Just knocking out ideas. And,
Would you, Ash? I know I have some artists that hate me because that stuff for knocking out quick ideas is what I do all this stuff on. So
Well,
if I ever
yeah,
had the
you
real
need-
paper someday,
You need this
Yes.
stuff then. Everybody
Yes.
send him some of this. This is
One thing-
Bristol paper. This is
One-
amazing stuff.
one thing I
Bristol paper.
absolutely miss 100% is when I was in college. I love doing artwork on cold press illustration board.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, absolutely love it. Hold on, I'm gonna get killed if my little nephew here doesn't. He wants me to show off his little piece of art too. So we gotta show.
Oh sweet.
Right on.
So that's
Nice, man.
Hunter just recently turned 11, and he played on a football team here. What's the name of your football team? The Bears, the Henry County Bears, and they went undefeated last season.
Nice.
Nice. What position does he play?
He goes, what's that? He calls it the X position, but he goes back and forth between running back, fullback, and defensive. He's out on defense in the secondary.
Right on. Right on. Free
He's the
safety,
smallest-
roaming around, knock your head
Yeah,
off, and then
smallest
then
guy
he'll
on
take
the
the
field,
ball
but
and score.
He
I
is
know
the
that guy.
smallest guy on the field, but man, does he put some people down if you make him mad.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Great job on the banana, man. Keep up doing the
That's a
artwork.
good
Keep
job
it
on
up.
the banana.
Keep it up. So this isn't the best stuff in the world, man. But this is it's got a pencil set in there and some colored pencils and some
That I-
regular pencils.
That I do have. I just don't have the refills.
Well, I'll send the whole thing. It's got the refills in it. If
Killing me,
that's
Smalls, you're
cool.
killing me.
And then I was gonna ask you if I can find it. I just had it in my damn hand, but I'm old and I lose things and wander around.
Oh, this
Hunter,
is-
I think you said was his name, right?
Yes,
Hunter.
Andrew Hunter. Yep.
My one of my closest friends in the world is named Hunter. He is my alibi. He is my alibi.
Do you do mixed medium as well?
I do.
There's also paper you can get for them that's like mixed media. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've like I said, I've got a few listed, and I hate doing this. I've got pretty much all that stuff on the
Well,
Amazon
it's
wish list.
kind of selfish of me because I want to see more work from you.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man.
Well, I need to get back in steady again so I can do lives again. And it's, it really is, once I can get into it and get my group back, it is my escape. It's one of those things. And I know with some of you guys, again, you'll call it the flow state. I get into it and it's just, 5-6 hours later, it's like telling my friends, yeah, well, it was only 20 minutes. And they're, no, you spent a whole day there.
Yeah, right. That's weird how that happens.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
allowed to laugh at me, but people send me stuff, and I used to take down buildings and barns and stuff like that, so I would find stuff. So I have like bunches of these lead refills of all different kinds. I mean, literally, I have like, these are all full, brand new. They haven't been used. Here's the erasers.
Jeez.
And
Make
some
a
more
grown man cry over
leads.
here, seriously.
And then there's colored pencils as well. If you can use those, but if you can use them, I'll send you all of these.
Yeah,
I've just
I
been
can-
saving them for the right person.
I can use
I didn't
anything
need all
like
this stuff. If you need them though,
everything-
I'll send them.
Everything I have right now fits into a travel backpack.
Okay.
There, I know. I get it.
Eraser, is that what you mentioned? A specific kind of eraser.
I use the Tombow for it's a smaller Tombow micro for it's for detailing,
Yeah.
It's not one of these then.
or like
Okay.
the kneaded erasers.
Oh, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
putty erasers. Those.
Yeah.
And someday I will own an electric eraser. I've heard they're pretty good. Never used them.
Well,
I like
here's
them.
the erasers for an electric eraser. So if you ever get it, you'll have the erasers to go in it. That's awesome. Okay. And there's also a whole stack. These are those other kind of leads. There's literally a whole stack of them though.
Jesus.
So I'll send those. And then there's this kind of pencil that has the flat.
The carpenter's pencils.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So there's a whole old tin of those. And then
Start a
there's
vintage
also
graphite store.
and then there's these, which are a whole box of 4H pencils. So anyway, man, we'll send that stuff, and it'll hopefully get you started.
I appreciate
And
it.
that'll-
I'm not kidding when I say you guys are gonna make a grown man cry just with this whole thing and telling the story and just
So anybody out there that has art supplies of any kind, extra art supplies, pencils, pens, erasers, boards, sketch pads, do you work in any kind of paints or anything like that? Or
Yep, I do everything. I downplay it and say that I don't, but I played with all the mediums. You get kind of bored growing up when you're doing one thing and kind of ahead, and so you just play around and try something else. And
Oh yeah.
right on.
like mixing
All
it up too. I love ink and graphite and
It's
things
cool.
like that.
Lead.
It's fun to watch us two play with one another.
Sure is.
Lead. There's lead in this.
Lead, nice.
A container of who would send me it's
Eves, we can either to Ginn, or I can give out my address. If anything that's done through Amazon will already automatically come to my address. But
whatever you would like to do, man.
it doesn't matter to me. Whatever everyone's more comfortable with. I mean, I have no problem giving out my address.
Hit them with it. I'm gonna write it down because I need it too.
All right, it's 2415. Let them write it down. Lone Oak Road.
Spell that out for the people, please.
Yes, LONEOAK Road.
Is that all one word?
Nope, 2 words.
Okay.
And that's in Paris, Tennessee. And the zip code is 38242.
38242.
Bring it on, Spurs. I'm game. The neighborhood already knows me and my music, and I've only been here a few months, so introduce myself correctly.
All right. So I've got 2415 Lone, Lone, Oak,
Yep.
OAK Road. And that's
Yep.
in Paris, Paris,
Yep.
Tennessee. Y'all figure out how to spell Tennessee. I'm
Just
kidding.
TN for the abbreviation, and 38242.
38242. There we go. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Eve.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. All right. So, folks, if you've got any kind of art supplies or you know anybody that might be willing to send some art supplies, let's please try to get some art supplies to Vertabraeker, and not just those of us that are in this room. Let's go out and suggest it to other friends or whatever that might be interested here in the art community. If all of us sent just a few things to Vertabraeker, he'd be back in business. He'd be doing his art thing, and we'd give him what he needed to take some of it to the hospital with him, so he could sketch and draw and stuff there too. That would be great, y'all.
Speaking of hospitals, that would also allow me to get back on. I know I mentioned this on the phone to you yesterday, and I don't know if some people had heard about it before. I was going to put something together. I was calling it Scribbles and Doodles. And what that was going to be is for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Doing art for the kids of some of their favorite movie characters, game characters, or things of that sort. So it's not only something to boost the kids' spirits, but it's something that the parents and family can have afterwards. So I'd started making contact with them, and then this kind of all started going down. And but that's one of the things I would absolutely love to do is get some artists on board and just do some stuff for the kids and just to put some smiles on some faces. Let them forget about what's going on with them for a little bit.
Nice.
Roger that. 2415 Lone Oak Road, Paris, Tennessee, 38242. Art supplies, y'all. This y'all can do. I know you can. I know folks got this in them. Art supplies, and tell your friends. Go tell your friends.
And you can address it to whatever name you want, because I've answered to just about everything. You'd be surprised what you hear from the little old ladies and the 6-year-old kids in a wrestling crowd.
I bet, man. I bet that's something else.
That's what I was going to say, Spurs. Yeah, keep us in the loop on Scribbles and Doodles, because I'm interested.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just the more the better, and it's just. I mean, I know I've done some drawings for some kids that were sick, and it just the look of appreciation. Right? Yeah, it was the same thing being a wrestler. The kid asked for an autograph, and back then when I was doing it, you're supposed to live your character. And I was a bad guy pretty much everywhere I went, but and you'd see some of the bad guys, they'd walk away and not give the kid an autograph. Or, you got a pen? No, you don't have an autograph either. Or, you got $5? Nope, man, you don't have an autograph. And just stopping and taking the second to sign it. And the reaction they have, and seeing them run back to their parents, and just that one smile is enough,
Right.
More people need to put more of that out there. I know on here, I mean, if you watch my lives, my goal is usually to get shut down. I am the biggest sarcastic, trash talker, you could think of, but at the same time, people who've been in them can attest to the fact that if we're going at it and we're talking as much trash as we can, and someone comes in and makes a comment and says, well, I was thinking of doing certain things tonight, and now I'm not because of the mood in this room, you changed my outlook. We stop everything, and we stop everything, and we change it, and we direct everything towards them, and it's just kind of how it is with the group. And there's such a great group of people around me. I mean, Laura, Aaron, Julie, Hoppy.
Geez, Laura and Aaron, Spurs.
So many people. I mean, there's so many people in here that have been part of it, and it's just a great group of people. And I probably still wouldn't be hanging on doing what I'm doing as well as if it wasn't for them and you guys and my daughter. So, going back to inspiration, you guys inspire me to keep moving.
So, speaking of inspiration, if you're willing to send in art supplies, it'll be used by his daughter as well. So you get a 2-for-1 on this deal. You get a 2-for-1 here, y'all.
I'm gonna see if we can get her out to say hi. She hates the camera.
And young Hunter here, has already showed us his banana excellence. And so we're looking forward to what comes out next.
That's the cool thing about being here with my buddy, because we sit down and draw. He'll come and just sit and watch. and just start asking questions about, why are you doing that? How are you doing this? So
Nice.
yeah, it's cool, seeing someone so young. Here she comes. Well, we were just talking about if art supplies get sent, you'd use them too, so you can come say hi. I know you hate getting on camera.
On camera?
Yeah, come here.
I don't want to.
There she goes. She walked away. She don't want to be on camera, but she will talk from the side if needed.
No worries at all. Don't make her uncomfortable. It's all.
And I agree. So they're all. Hey, you're getting complimented.
What am I getting?
You're getting Taylor's amazing. Taylor's absolutely incredible. Spurs and Severed and Julie and Beckwith. Yeah.
Hi, Julie.
Taylor just hi, Julie. And Spurs said that they love you. So I guess she's gonna get her phone and pop in the chat, but she won't get on. She won't get on.
Julie said, "Run, Taylor, run!"
I told you to run. So she is. She said she's working on it. She can only jog at the moment.
Julie said, "Run, Taylor, run!"
Julie used to. I met Julie first. She used to be my friend until she met my daughter.
Oh yeah.
And then there's Aaron, who has a signed contract. He offered to sell his soul to her for lessons, and he doesn't even know what's on it. She said, "Yeah, sure, write something up," and he put I sell my soul to this and that, and then a bunch of space and signed it. And so she's always getting him like, "Hey, it's in the contract." He's like, "I didn't see it." She goes, "It's in that invisible ink that the devil wrote," and it's in there.
Well, nobody here likes Aaron at all.
No,
right?
we all hate it.
Nobody's.
I mean, drama queen at its finest. He even
that high pitched voice he has, that really high squeaky voice.
He even came to visit. He even came to visit me in the hospital.
I heard.
And
what a jerk!
He walked in there with a megaphone, just talking. I'm here to see them, but don't pay. It's about me. It's my show, and I mean, he made it.
I heard he took all your goodies. Like I heard he snuck in when you were sleeping and took all your
He
stuff.
did. I had nothing left. And goodies are hard to come by in the hospital.
Which one do you want me to get, my tablet or the drawing I'm doing?
I don't know. She asked if you'd like to see something. She's got she can show the drawing she's working on. I said, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, she's working on a traditional piece she's gonna grab, but yeah, that Aaron, man, just everything. But that nasty high pitched voice of his just coming in there,
Bad attitude.
Sounded like Pee Wee Herman trying to steal the women and the snacks.
Yes, and he's always just got such a pissy attitude, man. It's always so.
It's always about him. I mean,
right, Ash? I agree, Ash.
You give the guy $1,000, he wants $1 million more.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Ash is like
easing
off the screen.
Let me turn the camera around here real quick and see. We're gonna see if you guys know who she's started working on first. It's a traditional piece, but the lighting's horrible. There we go.
Looks like
It's Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either.
She's just getting it going. Did you turn your tablet on? I can show that picture really quick. Whichever one's the one you're working with, or you got to finish.
I was looking at the eyes, man.
Go get the scribble you did. I'll show that one instead. Yeah, the one that you said is a scribble. Okay.
That is cool.
Sorry. Yeah, she's picky about what she shows. Doesn't show.
I understand. That's very cool. What did you say it was from? What series? Is it
From
series?
Supernatural. Yeah.
Is that a movie?
I've never watched it. No, it's a series. I've never watched it. Dean and something.
Dean Winchester.
Dean Winchester.
I recognize the guy now because he plays Soldier Boy on the
Soldier
Boys.
Boy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right on. Yes. Right on. Is that a good one, The Boys? I haven't seen that one. Is it good?
What I've seen of it,
I love it, but
right on. Well, if Ash likes it, I'd probably like it.
We have Julie's Jensen Ackles, actor.
Right on. So Vertabraeker, what are we looking at here in the near future, man? Do you have I know that you said it. You got several options, all the way from amputation to antibiotics to another surgery, a double something, or
two other types. Yeah, I honestly don't know which way to go with any of it right now. I just know I'm frustrated as hell.
well, yeah,
right.
I got to that point where I got off. I mean, it all came down to I found a program for anyone that's looking to, that may be on disability, that's looking to help. There's a program called the Ticket to Work program. And the company's called Allsup Employment, and they were formed by the government and by disability. And what they do is they allow you, they help you transition back to work if you want to. You get a 9-month, you get an initial 9-month trial period where you can, even on disability, you can keep all your benefits, you keep the money, and you can make as much as you want to on top of it. And then during those last 3 months, you make the final decision whether you're going to stay on disability or transition. And again, you get to keep everything.
Right.
So that's what I was doing. And, fortunately or unfortunately, I guess, Hunter, can you turn that down a little, please? Thank you. He's popping fives. He's got an electric fly swatter that's in the shape
I could hear it. I got Louisiana ties, man. I could hear it.
There you go. But, all this crap started happening again when I was in the last half of the 12th month of the program for me. Whoever's sending stuff. Oh my God.
That was Aaron.
Aaron, you're an ass.
Aaron's here.
Yeah, but I was in the last half of the month for that, and so I was fortunately able to go through the surgeries and stuff and be able to keep at least a moderate income. God damn you!
You're right. Aaron's an ass.
He is. He is. Lock your snacks up when he's around. He'll steal them. He's gonna try and steal your girlfriend too with that high pitch.
And I heard he took your fancy gowns that they give you. I heard he was there for the gowns.
Boy.
He wanted my gowns. He said something about fishnets and Sally, but for that night only, and he wouldn't let me ask any other questions.
It's some of that late night poetry he be doing with Lady Sean and them folks, huh? And Davino and all them. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. He be over there. Hey, let me read you a poem. Talk to you over there, ladies. Hey, girl, can I talk to you, girl?
Alan's gonna come in and steal your girlfriend, and people like, hi. He just goes, hi.
We just caught a restriction.
Did we?
For 10 minutes.
What did I do?
I think it was me. I think it was me seducing y'all. Let me see here. Not eligible for recommendation restriction for 10 minutes because it does not comply with the eligibility standards. Harassment and bullying.
All right.
Okay.
I was harassing and bullying.
You were bullying Aaron.
Aaron, we were bullying you, man.
That's my daughter saying stuff now. That's the damn.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like, hey, Vinyl, what's up? I feel like it's official now. I feel like it's look. That tells you how much. You're right, Laura. That tells you how much reach Aaron has. We were just teasing around with Aaron on TikTok, and I called a restriction for bullying. For bullying. I think Kira said we're off the rails. I think potentially Aaron must have reported this. That's probably what happened.
He probably did. Kira, I'm
Probably
being so well behaved. You have no idea. You have no idea.
He really is restraining it, Kira. He really is. Ash, man. So what we need folks to do is Mike, a fellow named Mike, has if you look in Vertabraeker's feed, you can find some stuff by Mike. It's a really good idea. It's a way that we could get some prints made that Vertabraeker could have available for sale by using, a few pieces of paper and some ink here and there for people that have it available. So anybody that's able to do that,
you have no idea the appreciation. It's even now, again, that one print that I do have, if someone's interested, please DM me. But yeah, Mike is just didn't know him before that night, and just for him to step up and I mean, he made a decent length video and put it out there, and personally, he messaged me and did everything he could to get the details and stuff. So for someone that didn't know me to stand up out of the blue like that because he felt like he needed help, it's a very humbling moment, but just goes to show that there is still faith in humanity in the art community.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there's good people out there for sure. Sir Heiselot, good to see you. Good to see you. Snot, good to see you. Man, you hit on something there, though. The thing about it is, you just, if everybody does what they can, right? If everybody just kicked in a little bit of what they can and helped each other out when it was necessary, it really would make the journey much easier in some people's lives. We're not talking about making people rich.
No.
We're talking about some people having some basic things, just the most basic of things. And can I just say, I don't want to speak out of turn, so please shut me up. But I would also ask folks to consider, the man moved from Kansas to Tennessee and had to leave most of his stuff in Kansas. And he's living with a friend who, that is so kind of them to do that, to welcome you in their home. That is a very kind, probably humbling experience in and of itself.
Yes.
So we're stacking experiences on top of each other here. So we definitely want to keep the depression away, and we definitely want to keep that anxiety and that $750,000. Look, man, I've had some pretty serious surgeries over the years, as far as they took a while. And if the surgery takes 4.5 hours, it's going to be expensive.
Yes.
And I've had several. So I once had a medical bill that was over $500,000. Right. And I was fortunate. Crazy. I was fortunate that the hospital and my doctor contacted me, and they wrote that off after a couple of years. But and there's reasons behind that. But
yeah, I mean, and it gets stupidly expensive. Like the PICC lines I had, and I hate putting it this way. It's going to sound weird, but thankfully they got infected, the PICC lines, because the antibiotics for the PICC lines alone were $2,700 a week. That doesn't include the nurse to come out and the other medications to go with it. It's just it's difficult to live with the cost of things when you've got health issues. I mean, so if you are healthy, you are rich. If you're healthy, you're rich.
And I will say that you're right. And I will say this: our health insurance every month is way, like, 2 times more than our mortgage.
Right. Yeah.
It costs more for us to have health insurance than it does for us to have a house.
Yep.
And that's what the young folks that are coming up are dealing with too. It's even worse for them. We bought houses when they were cheaper.
Yeah. The big disparity on that too is if you look at things like the antibiotics and such. Right now, I need the antibiotics to stay alive. I'm on a pill form, and I've got copays for that every couple of weeks. It costs less to get you a month's worth of painkillers than it does for an antibiotic. So, I mean, something you need versus something that's a comfort that could turn into something more. And, you're paying $20 for 60 or 70 painkillers, whereas you're paying, like I said, $2,700 for a week's worth of antibiotics.
Right.
And it's just a big money making machine. Yeah,
it's crazy. It is. And they keep making laws that are in favor of the insurance companies and the big corporate hospitals and telling us that it's for us, and it's not. No, it's not. They don't give a shit about you. Nope. So here's the thing. I wasn't trying to poke at anybody or anything, but you are it is the point I was making is it's uncomfortable not living in your own space. And you are dealing with all of these medical issues and all of this stuff and having to live in someone else's space. And as kind as they are and as generous as that is and all of that. It
doesn't feel like mine. Yeah.
Nonetheless, you are still going through all of this in somebody else's space. Mm-hmm. And it's just got to be tough, man. I know that when I don't feel well, Ash will tell you this. I just kind of lay low, man. You don't hear from me. You don't see me. You don't when my back's bothering me, man. I just kind of sink into the,
Same. That's one of the hardest parts. Like, I think we were touching on similar thing. One of the hardest parts about it is if I had my stuff here, I could set up a little space here and it would feel like mine, and I could go there and lay back and just kind of chill out. And it's my space, but it's just. Can't, and it does. It makes it so much more difficult. And I'm appreciative because I mean I say they're friends, but they're more family.
Right.
you can choose your family. I fully get that, but it's just tough sometimes not having that spot to retreat to. That's just mine. That you can walk in and be like, hey, that's Vin's spot, and it's just not having that.
And another thing that happens, man, and this is so common. I used to write training programs, do social work. So a lot of the times, the lack of resources is compounding. And what I mean by that, if you don't have the mental space to kind of decompress with whatever you're going through, your brain needs to be able to heal like your body does, right?
Yes,
and it's like if you're in a hospital room, right? Even if you're a private hospital, if you're lucky enough to be in a private hospital room, they still come in and give you a sleeping pill every 15 minutes and check your blood pressure and do all the things. And
they wait till you go to sleep to ask if you went to sleep.
It's hard to get rest in a hospital.
Yeah.
And I would make the argument that it is also hard to get rest sometimes when you are sleeping under somebody else's roof. No matter how kind they are, no matter how nice they are, it's still, you're in their space. Yeah. So I would argue that for you, art supplies would go even further. For your daughter, they would go even further because it would allow you some of that mental break, some of that physical break as well, because like you said, you could set up an area where you could do your art in. I'm sure the folks where you live would be thrilled for you to be able to do that. It sounds like.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we could do is help. Like, that is something that's achievable for all of us. We could help with that. We could help get art supplies, right? We can't pay a $500,000 bill, but what we can do is help out with the art supplies and help out with let's call it living with some dignity. You know what I mean? Being able to stop at a store. Look, I'm going to say some things that might piss people off, and that's fine. Send me the hate mail. But the overwhelming majority of people are on disability or disabled. I know that there are a few people out there that take advantage of the system. I get it. But that isn't the majority. And the reality is that anybody living on disability is living on 10 to 20% below the poverty level out of the gates. Below the poverty level. $900 a month does not go far these days.
$990 a month.
So here's my plea as well. Just on a ride home from the hospital, being able to stop with your daughter and having an ice cream or something like that. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you don't have a lot, it is a big deal. And those are the kind of things that we're talking about. Yes, of course, folks, we can't fix the $500,000 bill, right. But what we can do is make life better. And that doesn't take a $500,000. That could be a sketch pad. That could be a set of pencils, erasers, some paint,
add a little on that from what you're saying. You can't pay a $500,000 debt. You absolutely can. Because if you're doing that and I've got something where I can escape for a half hour and not think about that $500,000 debt, that debt is paid at that point. So
right on. So, I got you.
And I'll let you get back on your rant there. But I mentioned Mike. One of the things that he did say is he put out in his video. He wants me, and I'm going to say everybody. I'll substitute everybody for me, to be able to create from a place of abundance instead of a place of desire.
I love that, man, and I agree. And I've said this before, and let me point this out again. The Ginn Project is named after my stepfather. Now, I love my dad, and I miss him terribly. He died a couple of years ago. My stepfather died 20-ish years ago, but he was my hero. I mean, he was an amazing guy. But he was diabetic. He was diabetic since the time he was a child. And it was back in the day when you had to sharpen the needle. Like, literally, I've still got his sharpening stones and stuff for the metal syringe with the two little things you put your fingers in. That's what he started with. But he was on disability. And the problem with disability is the same thing. Now, I like hearing the program that you were talking about, because that's
Yes.
progress. That's progress. But the reality is, most people who are on disability, and we have friends on here that are on disability, anybody that has any kind of MS, CP, Down syndrome, any of that stuff, most likely the way that they get money is through disability. And it puts you at below the poverty level, and it limits how much you can make. And if you
Yes.
make more than a certain amount, it isn't that you lose the piddly $900 a month. You lose the hospital benefits. You lose the ability to go to the doctor, and that would kill Vertabraeker.
I can tell you that exact amount. If you're on disability and you make more than $1,150 in a month, that's your cutoff. At that point, you lose your benefits, and if you continue making, they do take it out of your check.
And can I point out, if you made $1,150 to go on top of the $900 check, that puts
Still
you
making that
living at about $2,050 a month, which wouldn't pay my health insurance.
Nope. It's it's a reality a lot of people don't know and don't understand. It's like I personally, I don't want to be on disability. I mean, I want to be, but 19 surgeries on one hip is limiting.
Right. Absolutely.
And I'm still trying to get it. And the sad part is, for the people that can work and that are on it and doing it, I found in my little journey here, it's harder to get off of disability than it is to get on it. And you guys know how hard it is to get on.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Sometimes you got to get a lawyer. You've got to apply 2 or 3 times, and
the paperwork is ridiculous
Yes.
because they're trying to make sure that you
and you're often
don't keep
denied
going
the
through
first
it.
2 times.
Yep. And it's been harder to try and get off disability than it was to get on it.
Wow.
They don't make it easy for you to come off of it. Thankfully, I found that program, and they've been great. You check in every month. You send your pay stubs. You don't have to do any of the reporting. Does not cost you a dime. It's all 100% free, and they help you transition, and it puts you in a good spot, because now if you go from making $900 a month, when I was driving truck at my best, I went from $900 a month to about $1,600 a week. So that $900 a month becomes an afterthought and goes in the bank, and that now you're building a fund for an emergency situation like this. Something goes on, but unfortunately you go through it quick. When your first surgery, it's a $1,700 copay.
Right.
It goes quick. And
yeah, man. This we will post it over on that other channel that we post things on, so that people can revisit it, folks that didn't get a chance. I would really encourage all of you that are in here now, or obviously the diehards, I would really encourage y'all to go to just encourage our friends to go check out Vertabraeker's spot. That list. Vertabraeker, would you please show us the print that you have available and the one that you've been working on? And while you're doing that, I got to look at something real quick.
Okay, so let me get these up here. This is the piece that's being worked on. I'm trying to get it where you can see it well.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing piece, dude.
And it's it's going to be an 8x10. We'll have his things on. We'll have the raven on his shoulder.
Nice.
I got about 5 or 6 hours into it so far.
Oh wow.
We'll see where that goes from there. And yeah, my pieces are I take I'm stupidly slow. And then here's the print.
Vertabraeker, do you have Cash App?
I do. Those are both linked. Cash App and Venmo. They are both linked through my link tree as well. Unless you want me to.
I would like to go ahead and get that print right there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll get up with you. You said it was 80 donuts, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm gonna Cash App you after this thing, if that's okay. Hey, Sean Dog. So
The
Please take
expression
that one off the market because I would like to put it up here behind us. And that would give me a way to shout you out in the future. Hey, look, this is our buddy Vertabraeker. We need you to send him some stuff. So
there it is, Ginn. You got the tears, man.
nah, dude, no, man, it ain't like
no,
that.
good tears, good. They're good tears.
It's and actually, we got to thank Severed for that. That fund is one that I haven't touched from stuff that Severed sold. Charcuterie boards and stuff.
Okay.
She sent me stuff over time, and I've just let it sit in that account. And I had to go check and make sure there was enough in there. I wasn't sure, but I do.
You're in
but
league
I
with
do
the
have
hospital people.
I do. Yes, I had to negotiate with the hospital people, but there was 80 in there. But that's from Severed. That's actually from Severed art.
Honestly, thank you guys.
Selling stuff. So. Anyway, so that was from the community. That literally was money from the Ginn Project community, and now we're gonna hang that up behind us if you don't mind. But here's what I would like to do, and we have the paperwork for this. I would like you to retain the rights in all perpetuity for the prints for everything. And all I would like is the original, and you signed it already. I would like you to.
That's not the original. That's a print.
Well, no, the original print that you have there. I'm sorry, I misspoke. But the print that you have there, cool.
Yes, it's sure. I'll go in and go in on the back. It was signed, but I'll make sure it's to Ginn. Unless I put it up to Fred's horrible nephew.
I said all that wrong, but all I'm trying to say, man, is all I want is that one print. That's it.
I got you.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Do you want me to sign it to Ginn or to Fred's horrible nephew?
Fred's horrible nephew.
Okay.
Definitely Fred's horrible nephew. Nobody will know what the hell that means, and I love it.
Not a clue. Not a clue unless you were here for the beginning of this.
That is fantastic, man. Fantastic. We will take care of that after the show, man. We'll square that up. I'll give you a call.
That's good.
All right, everybody. Well, I would very much encourage you, if you're able to, spread the word for this guy. Let's rally the community if we're able to. There's a fellow named Mike out there that is trying to help out. I would definitely
Art by Plopless.
Art by Plopless. I would highly encourage you. That was a great idea. If you're able to.
Can I just say, in advance to all of you, thank you for just listening. And even if you can't do anything, if you see someone along the way and you can put a smile on someone's face, just do it. It's worth it. And I truly believe, and I've experienced, what you put out there does come back. So just pay the smiles forward.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will do that now. We're gonna go ahead and let it slide. The whole Cantonment Stomper eyeball incident. We're gonna go ahead and let that slide. We're gonna squash that intergenerational beef.
we don't have beef on that anymore, but we do need to get together and find out. The last time I was down in that area and I was actually dating someone, I couldn't tell if he was looking ahead or if he was checking her out. So we might need to discuss this a little bit.
I got you. So I would like you to be aware, though, I'm pretty famous for my forgeries.
Okay.
So once I get this print, that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just saying,
You just, a little kickback on the side so I can keep the facial recognition software out of my tomato plants.
Hey, man, like I said, I'm gonna give you all the rights in perpetuity, but when I do my thing, man,
You do your thing. Have at it. You are my friend until the cop shows up at my door, and then I don't know you.
right? Very smart strategy, because I'm gonna ask to talk to a lawyer anyway. I'm not talking to the cops. Y'all, what do you think, Ash? Anything else, man, you got for this guy, or should we kick him out so we can get on with the good part of the show, or what?
I think for sure I'm going to send you an electrical eraser because you need to try that. You need to try that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I will send you some electric erasers.
There you go.
Like, you got to admit, man, they are kind of funny.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
We could have Eve,
Especially
now
when you-
Eve.
Especially when you put it in there and then you leave it hangling out and then hit the button and it's just.
Oh my goodness.
On one last serious note, I know you're trying to run, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
This it was humbling. It was cathartic, inspirational as well at the same time. And this time here, just chatting with you guys and everyone else and getting a laugh has allowed me to just escape everything else for a while. And I can't put a price on that. So thank you guys for that.
Absolutely. Thank you to young Hunter for his support and showing us the banana. And thank you to your daughter Taylor for sharing her artwork with us. And we're gonna piggyback off of Taylor, because y'all, if you send stuff to this guy, at least Taylor gets to use it.
As well, yeah.
You get a 2-for-1 here. Come on now.
Yes.
The address is 2415 Lone Oak. That's Lone, and then the second word is Oak, Oak Road. 2415 Lone Oak Road. That's in Paris, Tennessee. 38242. If you can, please send some art supplies to our buddy Vertabraeker. Even if you just send him a little note that says, "Hey man, I think you're funny. Keep it up." Whatever, something encouraging.
Or if you send a note, telling them the truth that you don't like me and I bore you when I'm on camera. I mean, either way.
Oh, shit.
Either way.
How do you read what I wrote?
All right, Laura, if you would, throw his ass out of here. Send him to the gate. Vertabraeker, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. I'll be in touch after the show unless it's too late. If it's too late, I'll call you in the mornings.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Later, bro.
Right back at you.
Ash, man.
Yes, sir.
Now we get to the good part of the show. Hey, Grant. How you doing, Grant? Good to see you. For all the diehards that are still here with us, we bring you the great, the one and only, the amazing Ashman in Ashman's Basics.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Vertabraeker is amazing. If you can help out Vertabraeker, do it. Do it. Do it now. Today, we're going to be talking about storyboarding. Does everybody know what storyboarding is? Anybody know what storyboarding is in the chat there? Because we're going to be talking about that. Basically, it's how movies get done. It's how videos get done. It's how ideas come to fruition. Because you are pretty much putting all of your ideas in order so that the chaos is kind of wrangled for your idea, especially if you're doing like a video, like even a small TikTok video. If you're doing one of those, you kind of want to follow an order so that it gets done correctly. And that's all a storyboard template is. And I just happened to just kind of find one online. Just photographed it. I stole it. But basically, you can go there and you can get one of these templates, or you could just make your own. And I'll flip you guys over so you can see what I'm doing. If you don't mind being flipped over here. Hold on. Huh. Well, there we go. Old man with buttons. Sorry about that, guys. So basically, this is your storyboard. And say I want to get an idea across of what's going on. So in the first one, I will put scene 1, shot 1, and we'll just say title, right? And then you could do little arrows to show that it's receding into the background. And then you could put in the notes that that's what's happening, that the title's moving from the front to the back. And then you'll have scene 2, title fades, and then title fades. And then we have a shot of an eye, okay? We have one eye staring at us. And then you could put the description of what the eye is. You know, is it tense? Is it happy? Is it whatever it is in these notes? And then say what the camera does. The camera pulls back. And most of these things you think of as movies, right? And you think they're these high art kind of finished drawings. They're not. They're stick figures, they're arrows, and there's exclamation marks. That's basically what it is. So we pull back, and the camera reveals some random dude with a goatee and a hat. Maybe some glasses. And that's his eye. Looking around. I don't know. He looks kind of like a everyday Joe. Maybe he does woodworking or something. And then you get further back. Like I said, it's just an idea of what he's doing. And then you write down his emotions, whatever you want in these, whatever you want in the background. Is it an outside scene? And then in the last one, I'm going to draw a tree, log. And then from out of shot, you hear, never mind the log. End scene. So basically, you have the beginning to the end. Now you have all these shots lined up that you can do. You understand the order which they're going to go in, and that's all you need. What we call these are keyframes. Like when you have frame A, and then the middle is B, and the last one is C. So basically what you do, it's kind of like animation. You fill in between what happens because you want it to start with A. It has to start here. Every story has a beginning. Every story has a middle, and every story has an end. And then you fill in between with all the shots you want. That's basically what a storyboard is. It gives the emotion, it gives the setting, it gives the idea of what's going on in the film. And you could use this to do anything, like a TikTok video. You think you don't need to, but if you don't have a brain where you can just figure it out in your head, I can kind of do that. But sometimes a good storyboard really helps. And you get a really good idea of what's going on in the story, what's going on, and why that guy said, never mind the log. Why is that? All right, that's it for Ashman's Basics.
Man, I love it. Never mind the log. So, you know, it occurred to me as I'm listening to you that it is a great placeholder in my brain. That's what I was thinking about it. Like the shot Kira was talking about, where the shop opening up and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
right.
Tracking.
The problem that I'm having is like, what placeholders are there in that journey? Because the selections are infinite, right?
Yes,
It's like it's infinite,
yeah.
And it's like So something like a storyboard, it almost also for somebody with my mental inability would like act as a placeholder. Visual outline.
That's basically what it is.
100%. Yeah, man, I love it. That's really cool. And especially in the social media realm where you got to make content, right? It's a great way to. That's where I get frozen a lot trying to make content. Is I'm not creative in the same way that you are, for example, right? In some areas, and for me, trying to think through stuff like that is I don't know why it's so difficult. Probably for the same reason that I go to my wife and say, "Hey, do these match?" It's hard for me to tell.
It's nice because when you do something like that, you go, okay, what's your main idea? What's your main focus? And you create a chronological order of what you want, and then you lay it out and see if it makes sense visually, because the visual is the whole thing for this media. So you might have something in your head that sounds like it makes a lot of sense, and then you see it right in front of you, and it doesn't make as much sense. So you'll have to play with the different scenes. And what a lot of people will do is they'll cut these out individually and just mash them like a puzzle. Move them around until it makes sense.
Yeah, man, I got you. And so one of the things that I like about your videos is even if there was no sound, they would tell the story. You have that, whatever that thing is. Like, you can watch one of your videos without any sound, without any subtitles, without any stuff, and probably still know what you're talking about. But I think that's why. You game it out in your brain.
If it makes sense, it's gonna guide the viewer correctly. If you're all over the map and you're not, making sense, it's gonna tell the viewer that too. It's gonna be this like, oh, I don't know what I just watched, and having it in drawing form, even if it's stick figures, figuring out the right order works.
And I was trying to get it like he was using his mouth, but it was all backwards for me, and I couldn't get it right at the time. So, did you storyboard this?
Oh no! You could actually see when I was making that one, like it was just this. I don't know, like we were just sketching one night, and I just was on Procreate, and it just came out. I don't know, man. But if I was going to do a video with it, I would totally storyboard it.
I think there should be a video with this guy.
I think there might.
Doing something.
There we go. This is for everybody who joined me the other day.
Who was it that used to do that character? There's a comedian that whole ass.
Oh,
I can't think of who it was.
It's all right.
It's all right. Yes, I can't think of the guy's name though. It's all right. It's all right. Had lipstick on it.
Yep.
Back in the day.
I can't remember his name.
On SNL. Yeah. Well, Ash, man, I think you did an amazing job. I love that segment, man. I love it. I love it when you do that. I always learn something. Hopefully the folks out there get to learn something. I would like to remind the folks, our friend Haley Beth has a show on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I would highly encourage you to stop by and throw a bone to Haley, say hi a little bit for a minute. This weekend on Saturday, it's 7 o'clock Arizona time, right? 10 o'clock our time. There's going to be a lesson. Haley's going to be doing a lesson with Mondo, and Mondo is in the chat with us right there.
Yep.
So Mondo is going to be in the AM. Yeah, send Mondo up if you want. He can tell us about it. It's going to be an early morning.
Bad about that.
Yeah, that's usually when me and Ash are crashing out. We're going to try though. Hey, this and that creations, how you doing? So I would encourage you. Hey, Brandy. So I would encourage you to go check out Haley Beth. Ashman has a show on Thursday nights. Ash, would you please tell them the time so I don't screw it up? I screwed it up last week.
That's okay. That's 7 o'clock Arizona time. It's just going to stay Pacific. That way we all have this general idea of what time it's supposed to start. 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. It's Ashman's Basic Art Show, and it's got a new format where you guys are the co-hosts, and I talk to you a lot more. and we get to have a lot of fun. And sometimes we
It's
get
a great show.
restricted so fast it's not funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great show. It is a great show. Ashman does the pure Ashman thing. He doesn't have there as me, the albatross around his neck, weighting him down. He gets to be free and fly like the bird that he is. So Thursday nights, 7 o'clock Arizona, California, whatever time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Please stop by, check out what Ashman's got going on. It's good stuff. And he's been doing some other lives late night too, so you might catch him. And if you're really unfortunate, you might catch me joining them. If you're really unlucky, you might fall into that trap too.
Vertabraeker says, fly like a peacock.
Fly exactly like a peacock or a dodo or something, or big thank you to Laura. Laura, we couldn't do it without you. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you to Kira Wilson. Thank you to Rachel. All those folks that meet behind the scenes and make this show happen. We appreciate y'all. And all you folks that keep showing up week after week, no matter how stupid we are or how bad we are, y'all keep coming back. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. We've got some folks working on another song, and when that happens, we'll start playing it out again. Ashman has so many things on his plate right now that we're gonna stop 10 minutes early, and that way Ashman gets 9 minutes of sleep this week.
That would be great.
Ash, do you have any announcements, my friend?
I think we covered it, dude. I think we're good.
Right on. Go to ashmansbasicartstore.com. You can get some cool ass stickers. You can get prints. You can get a shirt like this. You can get a sneaky cat hat, a sneaky cat shirt. Ashman Basic cult shirts and hats and stickers. They got all kinds of stuff there. Go support your local artist. Ashman is tired of eating beanies and weenies. He'd like to eat the good stuff. He's been eating the off-brand. We trying to get some Campbell's up in his house. So, so go check out his site. All right, dude. Well, thank you, everybody. Y'all are amazing. We appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. Ash, you got anything for the people?
Remember to stop by Vertabraekers, see what you can get him. As anything would help, and that would be really freaking cool of you.
Yes. Send Vertabraeker some supplies. I'm going to send him a few little things that I got. Hopefully everybody will do the same. See you, Ellie. Appreciate you. Good night, everybody. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming in. Y'all are amazing. Ashman, I love you, brother. Good night, everybody.